On Noel indeed. Beads, lights, tangled beads. It's the season of giving. It's the season of love. Bah. Humbug!
I am the ghost of Christmas past. Stephen Ebenezer Scrooge, you better change your ways, because Christmas is a time for presents and caroling. Christmas is about peace, joy, and goodwill to all.
You're a dead guy haunting me on Christmas. Please explain to me how that's festive.
Oh, good point. Well, it must be because it's a very merry, spooky Christmas! Hey everybody!
I'm Steve.
I'm Mark.
And this is Smokeysteveandmarc.
Yes, it is.
Welcome or welcome back.
Oh, indeed, and welcome to a very merry, spooky Christmas. Who knew Christmas could be spooky, right?
Well, you know, there's only a few winks and nods to scary Christmas, even in movies. And things like
right.
that.
Yeah, of course there is. There are the holiday movies that are creepy.
Like, I'm thinking like not Nightmare Before Christmas.
That
scares me too.
Yeah, that is definitely one.
It's very creepy. I swear I see those things in the dark. But Santa's Sleigh.
Yep.
What are the other ones?
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
So there's been some acknowledgement of tragedy around holidays.
Oh yes.
In fiction mostly. I would hate to, say
like in real life, but we're going to dive into, well, a few of those subjects tonight. We are.
Yes.
But, I tell you, it was a little tricky weaving spookiness into Christmas.
Yeah.
But I think we did it.
I think we did.
I don't know.
I think we managed to fit it in.
Yeah. But I mean, Christmas, as well as we know it here in the States and probably a lot of other places all over the world, is usually, festive and joyous and happy, and the traditions are just, so nice, But it's not like that all over the world.
No.
It turns out there are some pretty spooky and creepy traditions from other places in the world. And of course, I did a little research. I have some here.
Did you do my homework too?
I did.
Okay.
I did. So if you find yourself in Ukraine around the holidays, you may be wondering if it's Christmas or Halloween. You see, the trees there are decorated with artificial spider webs and decorative spiders. Now, this unusual tradition is a nod to a tale where a mythical spider wove a web around the house of a poor family. Now, it does have a nice ending, though. Because when the family woke up in the morning, all those webs turned into gold and silver, and the family was blessed with riches. They were no longer poor.
Well, that's nice.
And that tradition still goes on today. Pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Wales. The Merry Lwyd is a wassailing folk custom found in South Wales. A villager from the town is chosen to parade a horse's skull, decorated with ribbons, mounted on a pole, through the streets on Christmas Eve. A white sheet drapes from the back of the horse's head and covers the person holding the skull. That is awesome.
Oh, I know. And then there's a spooky Christmas cat, too.
He just disappeared.
Yes, he did. Oh.
Where'd he go?
Can you hear that spookiness? That's our neighbor's car.
And that's how it idles. The poor
That's how it
bastard.
idles.
So-
And Bandit is afraid of it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was so cool.
Oh, so cool. Well, you know what? Let's keep things moving here because we have a somewhat spooky, but definitely Christmas recipe for you.
Mhm.
Double, double, toil and trouble. The cauldron burns and the Yule hot chocolate bubbles. Okay, so that was the best I could do to tie in spookiness to a Christmas recipe, okay? Okay. Oh, but we do have a great recipe for you right now. This is just perfect for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or any day where it's nice and chilly out. Oh, yes. We're gonna make some hot chocolate, right? I know, perfect, right? But we're gonna make it in the crock pot and we're gonna make a special holiday version. Candy cane white hot chocolate. Oh, yes. Now, this is something that you can start in the morning and it will be ready for Christmas dinner or any time in the evening when you want some hot chocolate. Or you can make it a little bit quicker too, and we'll get to that later, all right? So, let's do this. Over here I have my crock pot ready to go, and to that we're going to add a half a gallon of whole milk. Oh yeah, you want something extra indulgent, you could always use half and half. Just saying. Okay. And then to that, we're going to add 8 ounces of white chocolate. You know, like those Ghirardelli bars or Lindt bars. And you want to break them all up first, okay? And finally, we have about a half a cup of crushed up candy canes. Yes. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, yes. To make it a little more rich, we're going to add about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of vanilla. Oh, yes. All right. So we're going to put the lid on that and we're going to turn it to high, and we're going to let that cook for about an hour and a half, making sure you stir it every once in a while, and it will be ready to go. Now, if you want it to cook all day long just so it's ready for dinner, turn that down to low, and you can keep that on for 4 to 6 hours. Just make sure you stir it every once in a while, okay? Oh, we are ready. Okay, so I did mine for an hour and a half and it's ready to go. So at this point, we're gonna turn our crock pot down to warm and it can stay like that all night long. So let's see what we got. Ooh. Oh my gosh, you should smell this. That smells so good. So we're just gonna ladle that up into some mugs. Oh gosh, we really do have to come up with smell-o-vision.
Mm-hmm.
And then to finish things off, some more crushed candy canes right on top. And there you have it, our candy cane white hot chocolate. Ah! Perfect timing for some
Hot cocoa.
I know, and I just love white hot chocolate. I love it.
I was a late convert.
Were you?
Well, I grew up with Swiss Miss.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes with
yeah.
the marshmallows if it was a fat paycheck.
Yeah. Well,
Little
this recipe you could absolutely use milk chocolate or dark chocolate with it too. It doesn't have to be white chocolate.
Mhm.
I love dark chocolate peppermint. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, here, you know what? I have 2 more creepy traditions for you, and this time we're going to Italy.
Ooh.
So, Italians aren't looking for a jolly old man in a red suit on Christmas Eve. Instead, they look out for Befana. Now, Befana is a friendly witch that brings toys and candies to all good children.
Aww.
Well, that's actually a nice one.
Yeah.
I guess the spooky factor is that it's a witch.
Yeah.
Would you like to do Norway?
I will happily to do
We're going to go
Norway.
to Norway now.
Norwegians must put away their brooms on Christmas Eve. Legend has it that evil witches may come and steal them away if they are out.
Yep.
That's different,
Interesting, huh? I know, right?
Traditions are always so fascinating. Local to local, age to age. It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is very different. And it's fascinating learning about different traditions from around the world, too.
yeah.
Oh, we have a couple more later that are well, I never knew, so it's
Yeah.
fascinating. I don't know. And you know what else is interesting, I think?
What?
Well, crime does not take a break on
It does
Christmas.
not take a fortnight break at the end of December, no. Crime still goes on, and they feel all the more tragic because of the holiday season sometimes. But unfortunately, it's rather common. So Christmas time isn't immune from tragedy and crime. In fact, some of the world's most dangerous and vile acts have been committed during the Yuletide season. When 37-year-old Patty White offered Michelle Dowd, a down-on-her-luck individual, a place to stay over the holidays, Michelle was thrilled, overcome with joy. Unfortunately, Patty had other motives. As it turns out, she murdered Michelle, left her under the Christmas tree, and took all her credit cards. As it turns out, thankfully, Patty was sentenced to 45 years in a South Carolina women's prison. Joanna Yates' disappearance a week before Christmas in 2010 shook the town of Bristol. No one knew where she went, there was a large search underway, and unfortunately, she was found dead on Christmas Day, in the snow, only about 3 miles from her home. The first suspect was her eccentric landlord, Christopher Jeffries, who in the court of public opinion was pretty much found guilty. Unfortunately and fortunately, another individual, a neighbor, stepped up and confessed to the crime. The infamous child beauty queen, JonBenet Ramsey, was found dead Christmas Day in her parents' home in 1996. There was widespread media coverage through the United States and the larger world, and there was true crime video and books and secrets possibly being kept and police doing their job. Fingers got pointed in a lot of different directions, but as of today, the case still remains unsolved. Wasn't that interesting? It's such an unfortunate thing at such a joyous time of year, but it really hits home. I remember the JonBenet stuff going on. It was all over the news. It was all over Nancy what's-her-name. Every night it was the same story over and over again, and now over 20 years later, there's still no movement on it. So
I am the ghost of Christmas presents.
Christmas past, Christmas present. This isn't new.
Not present. Presents.
Oh.
I am the ghost of Christmas presents.
Oh, okay.
Presents. Yes.
Okay, I understand.
And you can't have Christmas without presents, right? So we have a giveaway. It's our very merry, spooky Christmas giveaway.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And we're going to keep it very, very simple. All you have to do is comment below, and on Christmas morning, we'll use the YouTube random comment picker to choose one lucky winner. And what do you get?
What do you get?
Well, we just happen to have a very spooky gift pack for you here. And in it, y'all, we have our very, very last Spooky Steve and Mark t-shirt from Halloween. It's the last one. The last one. And you also get a creepy cauldron candle.
With a bone in the way.
Yeah, we made these at Halloween time. So you get your very own one made by moi. Moi. And in addition to that, we have 2 streaming movie rentals for you so you can rent some spooky holiday movies. And we threw in a $20 Amazon gift card, so you can get a head start on some Halloween decorations for next year.
Exactly.
And again, all you have to do is comment below and we will pick the winner on Christmas morning. Well, it turns out that Christmas commercialism also has a spooky and creepy side to it too. Just like this ad from Coca-Cola, who has been brutally pimping out Santa Claus for years before this ad came out in 1948. Well, I guess the higher-ups decided that Santa needed a break from all the reaming he got from their ad campaigns, so they came up with a sidekick. Sprite Boy, a terrifying albino child with evil in his eyes, just clearly asking us to support his decision to off the big guy. Now, this ad is trying to encourage young girls either to look as pretty as their dolls by using the Scotch hair set tape, or to start mounting and displaying the heads of their enemies as a warning to others. Ha! Little Billy will stop pulling your hair for good when he gets a load of what you did to the babysitter. Dance, puppets, dance for the claws, or be slowly asphyxiated over a span of decades between fat rolls the size of mountains. Oh, no more lights. Now, disturbing Christmas ads aren't just a thing of the past. Just like this one. This was released just recently and depicts an unknown man who is watching a child blissfully open up his presents. Now, this man probably is a father or a brother or a sexual predator who just broke in the house and killed the parents while they slept in bed, hiding behind a corner, watching this happy child who is totally unknown of the creep that is watching him. Well, even tombstone companies need to advertise, right? It is a little odd that they do so on Christmas, but maybe it just shows forward thinking on their part. Not that disturbing. But really, pay attention to the wording. Beat the holiday rush. What? What? Well, that was just a few disturbing, spooky, and creepy Christmas ads for ya. Oh, well, you know what? I think it's time for our last two spooky Christmas traditions. What do you think? Yeah?
Sure, I'm up for that.
Do you want to go first? Yeah. All right.
Okay, what do I get?
Where
What
are
do I
we
get?
going? Where are we
Iceland.
Iceland.
Iceland. Children who don't receive new clothes by Christmas Eve will be devoured by a mythical monster from Icelandic folklore known as the Yule Cat. What is a Yule Cat? It's a large and angry feline rumored to lurk in the snow. The strange tradition comes from farmers who use the myth as an incentive for their workers to finish processing the autumn wool before Christmas. The ones who took part in the work would be rewarded with new clothes, but those who did not would get nothing and thus would be preyed upon by the monstrous cat.
Ooh, a creepy Christmas cat?
In Iceland.
It devours you? All right, yeah, that's a...
Pass.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. And let's see. Guatemala.
Oh, Guatemala.
All right. So, in order to rid houses of bad spirits for the new year, Guatemalans do a full cleanse in December. Oh. The dirt and dust is gathered from every home, and each neighborhood creates a large pile. A devil statue is built and placed on top of the pile and burned. The bad omens are said to burn up with the devil.
Ooh.
It's kind of creepy, kind of nice, I guess.
I guess. It's one of the creepier ones.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, a big statue of the devil, and then you set it on fire with all your, stuff you sweep up in your house?
I guess.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know, but it takes all kinds.
It does. It takes all kinds. So, and... I am the ghost of Christmas future. Not only do I have a message for you, but I have an answer to a question that has been asked hundreds of times. And that question is, why is the ghost of Christmas future always portrayed as a dark and ominous force? Well, the answer to that question is this. The past is the past, and it cannot be changed. The future, that can be changed if we alter our ways. Now, the future, by definition, is always in an ephemeral state, a state of possibility which encompasses both hope for and fear of the future. Therefore, the ghost of Christmas future is always portrayed as an unknown, a dark and mysterious entity that will almost certainly lead everyone to their grave. Now, their existence after that point depends on the person's belief and their destiny. So my message to you on this Christmas day: always look to the future with hope and not fear, because surely there are many, many, many Christmases ahead full of happiness and joy.
Well, that's pretty nice, isn't it?
Isn't it though? Isn't it?
Nice
Isn't it?
sentiment,
Yeah, I had to tie it all up somehow,
Yeah,
right?
in a mask and a hood scared the crap out of me. I was like, Christmas!
Oh my gosh.
Lesson-
Well, you know what though? I had so much fun doing this tonight. Did you?
I did actually. We were
Oh,
in the
good.
kitchen and we were here and that.
It
and
was
sweets
fun.
and time spent together around the holidays.
Yeah, and something kitschy and fun too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It was good. But I know. We talked your ear off enough tonight.
We did.
We did.
Well, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching. Please
Definitely.
do subscribe. Hit the bell. You'll get alerts when we have new videos and go live. You can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram. Our email address, P.O. Box, all that's below as well. Thank you again, and we'll catch up with you very soon.
Oh, yes, we will talk about spooky and creepy Booty Beauty tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
You
well,
don't know?
we got to keep up a little bit, but it's the holidays.
Right.
So that either means I need to be nicer, or I need to pick out dumb shit she did on the holidays.
Oh, I like that one.
So we'll see where it lands.
Yeah, we'll see what
see where it
happens. Yeah, so definitely tune in tomorrow for Foodie Beauty Coffee Talk. And then of course Sunday is the big day. It's Christmas Day, and we'll be with you probably a little early in the morning that day. That's what we're aiming for anyway, okay? Well, we hope you enjoyed our very merry spooky Christmas. You have a fantastic weekend, everybody, and we'll see you next time, all right? Ciao!
Bye.
Ooh.